This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. Minimal gain on that return. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about that for setting the tone early if you're the defense? First play of the game, they go pass, and you punish the quarterback. That sends a message loud and clear. You're going to be here all day.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gets the back moving. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
And this defense has forced a couple of incompletions and now with a chance to get off the field on 3rd and 10. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Levin. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He got a step and just dusted the field. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety. Getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Back to throw, it's Levin. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
when it gets in long yardage situations, defensively you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route. Coming from the slot receiver, to get the completion.
Wants to throw on third. With the catch, it's Moss. Smashes through the tackle. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Levitt. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because...
Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all to the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. High formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Part in the backfield. It's Fields. Turning it on. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 50. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the... Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to pass, it's Levitt. Now improvising. Uncorks one to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fighting off the defender.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Here comes the heat. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Punts it out of the air. And he's knocked down. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. took a shot as he threw that one away.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They're working that left side. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air. It's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Finding an escape route. Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
It's obviously huge to make the catch, but give that receiver credit. Nice spatial awareness, knowing where he is on the field to make sure that he's in bounds when he secures the catch.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Direct snap. It's Brown. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Going right and going deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this something.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity.
opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Now sliding to his left. Swings it out to the flat. Still on his feet at the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Steps away. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes his shot. Complete in the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
And the Razorbacks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. And it's caught. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Motion from the back. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Jumped on top of the pile.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Turning it on. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, we got to got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. They just keep firing. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Snags it! Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Levitt. Hubs it downfield. That pass is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the time.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Slings it downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
To the air on second down. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Hill.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Razorbacks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The play action fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it. Nice move there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Motion from the wideout. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here comes the option. Now the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Gets rid of it. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Caught behind the line. It's Anthony. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anthony. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A first down run on the doorstep. Oh, the sweet feet. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tight end now in motion. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Clapp. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 25 over San Jose State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Levin. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots. try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Arizona State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And they tacked on the extra point. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes a snap, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Anthony. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here they come on 2nd down, trying to put this game away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line getting set on second down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.